Hi everyone. Happy Thursday. How are you? Wait for a few people to come on. I'll show you what we're playing with today. Hi. We are going to take a look at two collections from BONOIR. One is Bunny Rose and the other is Blooming. Hi. You might have seen them up on the Sweetie Nail Supply website. They are going to be so perfect for winter designs. Some nudes. Hi. Here, I want to put you up on my other screen too, so I don't miss any questions today. Should be relatively easy to get through lots of these today. Let me see if I can find Sweeties is live. Okay, I'm hopping on the other one. I'm going to move these kind of out of the way because we know how the focus gets when there's too many things on my table, and there's always too many things on my table. Good afternoon, at least afternoon here in Florida. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Lauren. I'm typing it in at Inspo by Nails. I'm putting this up here and hoping if you guys have questions that I miss or you have questions later, feel free to DM me. Inspo, oh, I forgot the by. Hold on. By Nails. All right, and I'll pin it. All right, there we go. So these are new arrivals, or pretty new arrivals to Sweetie Nail Supply. Okay, and here is the name, BONOIR. Right, so Bunny Rose, you're going to have your pinker shades and your more peachy shades. And look at these bottles. How sweet are they with the little ribbon? Okay, I don't know if anyone's tried them yet. Let me know if you've tried them. They're very, very easy to work with. So they are beautiful syrups. They self-level very easily. They'd be great for beginners. And I think you'll also find that they're price tag friendly. Okay, so we've got our nudes here. And then we have Blooming. And they are a glittery, beautiful cat eye. Okay, you've got your blues, your purples, your pinks. And they are perfect for that splash of sparkle. They are so pretty, aren't they? And you've got everybody covered here, you know, with all the different shades. And they just add that twinkle. But let's take a look at how they apply to the nail. So I put them on the side so we don't have so many things flying off of the table, and me confusing everyone. So let's just take this peachy one right here. Okay, so that is this one, 09. Yep. And what we're going to do is put it on a nail. Let's do it. And I also want to show you how you can the bloom. By the way, when you get Blooming, okay, you're also going to get a magnet in this set. Okay, and these are perfect magnets for these cat eye because the particles are bigger. So a bar really is going to react to those bigger particles. All right. I know you guys want to get to the cat eye, but let me just show you. Let me see if I have any that are using a color. I do. Hold on. So let's use it. Where did I just put that? Nail. I got them all set up for you guys. Here, we'll just use this one. But I just want to show you how easy these are to apply to the nail. They are lovely syrups. And they do not streak. You know, we love that. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful coverage? Now, of course, with syrups, you could do one thin coat. You can make it quite sheer, or you can layer it. You can do more than one. But look at this formula. It's so nice. Did everybody have fun with the sale? Did you have fun? Are you getting your packages? I love seeing what everybody picked up. I love seeing when you guys tag Sweetie Nail Supply. I try and follow that so I can see what you're creating. I'm sure I missed some stuff, but look how nice these are. I mean, isn't that a beautiful shade? That is universally probably good on everybody. And I love some of the darker ones too. We're going to do that too. But that's just one coat. But what a lovely nude. Lovely. All right, let's cure that. Let me show you one of the darker ones too real quick. Let's do like that berry color. Let's do this one, which is 4. See this nice little berry color? This one right here is number 5. So you see it has a little bit more of a red tone. Fabori Lipidos inks and the Cocoas Terra Magnet collection. Oh, you're going to have some fun. Yes. There's so many good things. I mean, it's honestly, there's so many things to choose from. It's hard to make decisions like that, isn't it? It's hard to narrow it down. Look at this berry. Oh, love it. And let me show you something else, because we're going to do this on another nail. Add some cat eye. They all go beautifully together. Lots of times, guys, when I'm showing you stuff on these little tiny cheap nail blanks, because I do, gosh, close to like at least 100, 150 a month. They're just little cheapy nail blanks, you know, and they're clear, and it doesn't always show the best picture because, of course, our nails aren't clear. But look how pretty. They're beautiful. It's a beautiful new addition. And lots of times, if people don't want their natural nail really showing, you might put a nude on underneath a cat eye. It's really non-obtrusive, right? The light's still going to get up there. And if you want to do like a tiny little like aura drop, you could do that too. So let's do it. Let's just use a base because that's all we really need. That's it. Let's use nail bios. Let's pretend this nail looks like ours, and then let's drop a little hint of color in the center. By the way, I love nail bios. Base, top, clear. Go through lots of bottles of that. Lots. Did anybody pick up these collections? I think I know someone messaged me they picked up the Blooming collection. And you see how twinkly they are. So twinkly. I love a twinkle at the holiday season, right? So we're going to leave that wet. And let us take a pink. Let's do a pink. Let's do this pink. All right, so this is number 2. And let us just put it right in the center there. Let it bloom out a little bit. Then we'll put some cat eye right on top. We'll get to the cat eye because I know that's what everybody wants to see. But we also appreciate a great nude, right? All right, so all you need to do to let it sit for a few seconds, but you can just gently pull it out. They are just the sweetest colors. Joey picked up the cat eye collection. That's right. Yeah, they're super pretty. We'll play with them in just a second. So nice. And we're going to play with something that I think everybody should have for really easy holiday designs. And that's Blanc stickers. I love them. They are so thin and so perfect. And we're going to use some. You can layer them, whatever you want to do. Let me show you a second coat of both of these really quick. Let's go back to this peachy nude. if you need to make like the tiniest star and you don't have any and you don't want to paint one because inevitably it'll grow bigger and bigger, right? Each time you go past those lines and those 5 points. Use a block sticker. It'll save you. Snowflakes, it'll save you. Trust me. They're so great. And I don't like a sticker that tears. I don't like a sticker that's like bulky, like that's going to make my life difficult. So I always go to them. Let me turn this around. Got a little heavy. I'll make sure that I even it out before we cure it, because we'll put something else at the bottom of this one. But everybody appreciates a beautiful nude. I feel like everybody stocks up during Black Friday on like the things that they go through all the time, like top coats or base colors that you always use. Look at that color though. It's like they're perfect. They're really good. I would definitely recommend these to people who are maybe new to Korean and Japanese nails, and they're not thick. So sometimes I see people have difficulty, like when they're moving from a domestic polish to these, thinking that the polishes are super thick. These are not. They are just perfect. I love a good thick syrup sometimes, but it depends on what you're trying to do, right? And these are a really great consistency, yet no streaks, not runny and streaky and problematic. Right? I mean, that color's super pretty too. They all are. What are we going to say, right? Let's get into embellishing them with the cat eye and stuff. Okay, so let's grab one of the blooming. All right. Let's grab a pink because we did pink on here. Let's grab 10. All we're going to do is a little swab. Look at these precious bottles and look at that. All right. Just so you can see right on the stick. Sometimes I like to look at that because it gives me an idea of reaction. You see how twinkly it is? It really is very glowing, right? They're really pretty. They're universal colors, I believe. I think you get a lot of use out of them. So we are just going to put this here. Just around where we did our aura. Just a little bit. You can be specific if you want to. You can drag it up. I don't think I did, though, for the example, because it doesn't really matter. We're just doing a little touch. All right, so with the bar, you're going to activate it on one side. All right, and then you're going to activate it on the other. You see, it really, really is very reactive. I'm going to push it up. Like just a little twinkle. If you want to get specific about where this is glowing, then you can go in with your circle mag, like a tinier mag, and push in certain areas. Like maybe you don't want it to be more up on the aura. Maybe you do. It's up to you. You can get however specific you want, but we just want a touch of this on the side. All right, maybe push this in a little bit. All right, and then we are going to cure it and then do a clear over top. We're going to use Nail Bio's clear because it's great. And another quick one, you can go to like White Flash, like a twinkle from Rosy Hip. I feel like this one matches this very well. Put some on the bottom. You know, these are super easy to use. Know them, love them. Twinkle, twinkle. Ombre brush of some, any will do. This is Yogurt's. All right. Pat and drag a little bit. Just don't want it bulky on the sides. And like your nail's done, right? Top coat, done. Good nude is always so universally loved, right? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. All right. Now, we are putting on that clear. Let me find it. Boop-a-doo. And then I have to clean up some of these nudes because they're already taking over my table. All right. Let's do a clear. So anytime you use Blanc Blanc stickers, you wipe the inhibition layer, okay? You don't want to put a sticker on the sticky layer because what if you want to move it? These stickers are so thin and so flexible and so good, you can move them if you didn't already press it all the way down, which is really appreciated. To me, I really love that. All right, so we're going to do a clear first, and then we're going to embellish over here. Wait a minute. Got a few seconds left. All right, cure that. Here you go. So some of the ones, she's got a lot of great winter stickers, right? So here's white snowflakes, okay? And you have tiny snowflakes, double snowflakes, bigger snowflakes. I love the variety, just little tiny 4 points, you know, that, etc. You've got ones that can come off to the side of your nail. I love those. And then you also have silver snowflakes. So you have all kinds of different choices here, but they are all super thin, and that's going to get you there. So let's say we take another nail. Hold on one second. Let's take a whole another color here. Let's do, you want to do 3? Let's do 3. You see that gray, blue, pretty. All right, let's do 3. And let's do the full nail because that'll give you a better picture. Juicy. Juicy. Oh, look at that. Even unactivated, it's really pretty. Hi, Yana. They are really quite twinkly and magical for winter. I like a twinkle at the holidays, don't you? Definitely. All right, so you see what I mean? Just sparkly, beautiful. And again, because the cat eye are bigger particles, twinkly particles, you can use a bar to activate it very, very easily. When you're talking about those glass mags, those silky mags, those types of things, you probably do better with a round. But with these, a bar really gets it going. Right? And you can get more specific, but they are super pretty. And even when you're not looking at the cat eye, look at all that twinkle and the glitter. That I love that, because then even when your nail is turned, you still have something beautiful to look at. It's like having a glitter layer underneath the cat eye, right? That's appreciated. And this is just one coat. Of course, remember, guys, when you do something like this, when you do a cat eye like this, if you want to change the color or deepen it up, use a glassy or a pretty sheer syrup underneath, and that will change it so that when you turn it, you know, like it'll be deeper because you'll see that deeper color underneath. But yeah, I mean, they're really pretty. I'm trying to remember if I did 2 coats or 1 coat, right? And here's if I take a round, just to show you what's going to happen, because we can do 2 coats if you want. All right, it's just going to tighten it up a little bit. You see the different areas now moving. All right, so it's really up to you. When you have a cat eye that has all this going on, there is always something pretty to look at. All right, so you do you. When we embellish them, then we don't have to worry about the cat eye tool being perfect. That's kind of my style because I'm no cat eye expert. But I always think that they're pretty. Like, look at that pink rolling through there too, right? You picked up this collection. They're stunning. They are. They're really pretty. And I feel like they're very universal. I feel like they're going to go with lots of things. They're going to be great for all your winter designs. You see how pretty that is? All right, we'll do a second coat over top of it, whatever. Yeah, and let's get into a sticker. Okay, so before we use any Blanc Blanc stickers, we are wiping this sticky inhibition layer off because we don't need it. I'm just going to plop a snowflake on here. Should we do white? Should we do silver? We could do either. All right. Let's do a silver one. All right. So really what I mean is bendy, okay? And really thin, okay? And that's what I love about them. And they're not going to rip. I can't with stickers that rip when you try and take them off. Listen, my tweezers are okay, but they are not great. Sometimes it takes me a while to get something off a sticker sheet. So I don't want to do this and then have it rip. These never do. Look how thin it is. Can you see? Where's the sticker? I don't know. Stuck there, but see how thin? Ugh. Chef's kiss, great. Let's see where we're going to stick it. Maybe here. All right, get off there. So all you want to do with these is take a silicone tool or something like that and press it. So I usually start at the center and then just press out, 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 you know, like whatever. But they're so thin, guys. So thin that you can layer them. You know, we could do a white over top, etc. You could do whatever you want, but you could add 20 snowflakes on here and layer these stickers over top one another. That's how thin they are. So they are really, really good. And they are also up on the website. And there's so many of them. But again, your choice. If you wanted to, you could do another clear coat and then do a top coat or use a healthy top coat over top. Okay, it's up to you. If it's on a client, maybe do a clear coat then your top. I've never had any problem with them staying on my own nails, and I'm pretty harsh on mine. Oof. But, they're so pretty. They add, and look, I didn't have to sit there and paint that. I love a hand-painted snowflake. Do not get me wrong. I used to practice them like in November, knowing December was coming, but since we have these stickers, I've definitely been cheating, and I don't mind it. I just feel like, I don't know, time crunch, right? Get it done. If you have clients, you know what that time is money. So being able to have something that I can just whip it on there real quick is appreciated. Not that I have them anymore. All right, but there we go. Pretty little aura and tip. All right, now we're going back to this for part 2. I mean, does it need it? Not really, but let's do it anyway. So pretty. Again, this is number 3. All right, and when you're using cat eye, well, first of all, did I cure that? I don't think I did. Oh, darn it. I don't think I did, guys. This is still coat 1. That happens to me sometimes because it's not a hand in there, so it doesn't really recognize, right? And it just does. It's like, nah, you don't need a cure. Yeah, I did. That's fine. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking the wrong place. Let's cure it at least once. Or maybe we should just cure it without any. You guys know that, right? So get rid of it. It's still got all that twinkle. Oh, don't hit it with your magnet like I just did. What the heck? Don't do that. Don't cure it that way. Having trouble looking through this phone today. Oof. Maybe it's because it's so sparkly. It's got me confused. All right. Let's just demagnetize it. And then we'll go in for code 2. How about that? Let me stick that back up there. And that way you can see double the glitter when we go and activate it the next time. Sometimes I stick them in there and think I hit the button and I didn't. Especially when I have multiple things going. All right, we're going to stick that in there. This one is done. Let's just do one that has, let's just do another one that's little like that real quick. I'm going to show you a purple. All right, so let's do 5. You think that's the most purple? These are purpley too. Different shades. Let's do this bright purple. All right, so that's 5. All right, here you go. Super pretty. I'll show you that little line. Because that's fun. Now, if this is on a client and you want to make a line, you're going to activate the entire nail, like with the bar. Then you're going to stick the bar underneath their finger, okay, to make the line. I feel like it looks better that way than over top, but you could go either way, I guess. But I'll show you what I mean. And we're going to pretend that this what it's sitting on is the finger. All right, so let's get it going. Oh. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. See what I'm doing. We want it everywhere, kinda. Like a more velvety kind of look. See, we have it on the side there. Hold on. I want it over here too. In general, this is where we want it. And then when you stick this under the finger, it's going to give you that line. You can move it. All right. Then you have that movable cat eye line. And if it was on my finger, then you stick it right there. Move it wherever you want. But that's all you have to do. Right? You could do 2 coats. Obviously, the one I did earlier was 2 coats. But that's how you're going to do it. Oh, yes, right. So everyone knows Nail Artisan, who is a master cat eye technician. She's being kind to me. Although, when I see her in person, I do try and learn from her every time I see her, when I'm lucky enough to see her. But when you have a glittery mag like this, that makes a line like that pretty easy. Okay, so this is something that you can do with this collection. All right, let's see what we did here. Let's do our second coat on this one because it is super pretty. This time, let's play with the magnet. They are really sweet. Like I said, really universally pretty. I think you could use them with all kinds of things. All right, so we got it going. I actually want to pull this in a certain area because I want to put a star. And I feel like stars, tiny stars, are so cute, but yet a pain sometimes, right? So we're going to use a Blanc Blanc one. I love shortcuts. If you guys follow me, you know I try and put up things to make your life easier. instead of harder. So shortcuts are good. So why do we want this little star? Look, if we wanted to make the line, there you go. All right. And we want to get it back. Just keep playing, guys. As long as you don't cure anything, you're good. Oh, I like that too. Let's get the bar. Play with all your magnets, okay? I know you guys have a lot. I bet when you were shopping, you might have picked up more because there's some fun magnets on there now. Curves and all kinds of things, right? If you want this more centrally located, then bring it in. Just play around, play around. You can see the two lines. You see the white and the blue, or the pinkish and the blue now. Just play. Once you like it, hit it with either a flash cure or cure that sucker. Okay, I want the twinkle kind of down here, I think. So let's get it away from the edges. That's all you really want to do is this side, down the bottom, up the top. You just don't want it right at the edge, right? But that's pretty. Let's put some stars on it. I think any way you pull these guys, it's going to look nice. Again, not sure what I was thinking with this little tree. Maybe I was just trying to show you what they look like matte. So let's do that. All right. So you guys see me pull out my and B's Meta Gold all the time. Let's give silver a whirl. Okay. I pull that out like so often it's not even funny. This is a silver. Okay, again, you could chrome this, which I love about it. The other thing I love about it is that you can just dip it and go. So let's do like a teeny tiny simple tree. So I always start at the top and make like my little point, right? I have to put my gel to the right. I'm right-handed, sorry guys. So that's it, right? Just a little bit. You can make it thicker if you want to. And then we're gonna go out again. These are going to be almost sketchy, all right? It doesn't have to be full marks, right? It can just be little dots and dashes. Actually, it looks cute that way. All right, so we're going to get a little wider, a little wider. You can always keep an eye out for when they advertise for that. I'm not sure when that would be, but when any company that you're interested in representing has an open call for that, that's when you give it a go. All right, little tiny silver. If we had used my favorite MD Gel matte to chrome afterwards, we could have chromed this little guy, but I think I want to see the whole nail matte. So that's why we're just doing little dots and dashes in a little Christmas tree. This is not in any way, shape, or form perfect, but it gives it a little bit of character because of that. So let's just finish her off. All right. Make sure it's even because, again, I get crooked when I'm looking from the side. All right. I think that's even enough. Let's cure it for 60 seconds. But again, just like the gold takes gold chrome beautifully, the silver takes silver chrome beautifully. So when you use gels like this for chrome details, they are perfect because you can see what you're doing, okay, on the nail. The chrome detail on my little flowers, that's the gold version. So those little fine lines were made with my B, the Meta Gold, and then I used gold chrome over top. Hi, Jenny. You love the Bunny Rose collection. They're so pretty and soft. And don't you find that they're really easy to use? The formula is excellent, right? All right, so we're going back to those stickers. We've got to wipe this inhibition layer. Got to wipe it. So we don't want to put the stickers on sticky layer. But look, tiny star. Then I don't have to make it. Right? Perfect. You tiny dots. See? Yeah, these are the way to go, you guys. Seriously. If I'm not fussing with stickers and having a problem, that means you're not going to. Because again, they can frustrate me to no end. If they rip and do all that stuff to me, it makes me mad. So if I'm not having trouble showing you, then trust me, you're gonna do this perfectly. And I love the variation of sizes. But what I love the most about them is how thin they are and how easy they are to use. Oh, got a nail on the loose. Hold on. Did you see that wobble? It's not sticking right now, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. At least I'm not trying to paint. I can't see where my finger is. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get that off there. Again, just listen. You can do this if you want to. All right. Hello. But just make sure everything's down before we finish it off. Right? That's all we want to do. But how nice is it when you turn your nail, you're going to see these little tiny snowflakes. You're going to see these little tiny stars. And that is cool with cat eye because then you still have a design on your nail, even when you're not seeing the reflective nature of your cat eye. You know, like that's the cool thing. But how's cute. It looks like a little sky. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yes. Jenny just outed me, but yes, my son is getting married this weekend. And I had to do my nails. I couldn't go plain, guys. I just couldn't do it. I probably should have. But I had to put something on there. Yeah. See the edges. I know, but that's not going to happen with these. You don't see those edges. They're so thin. And I swear I will not use anything but because I am picky with stickers. If I'm going to take the shortcut, I don't want to see those edges. I did something funky over here, guys. Just ignore it. I think I might have bumped it when I put it in the lamp. But you get the picture. Yeah, I don't want to see those edges. I want them so thin that the edges are not discernible. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it'll be really fun. I'm going to try and remember to take pictures. I think I'll just put them up in stories because it is going to be really fun. The bride and the groom are already on their way to the venue. We will see them tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, they really are. They're worth it. I'm not kidding. And the other one is that I want to show you guys. Bows. What? You're not hand painting these. I mean, maybe you are. We've got some talented people out there. But I'm going to say it's going to take you a lot longer than just using a Blanc Blanc sticker, right? It's just going to. I was thinking about that the other day. What if you put on a Blanc Blanc sticker like that and then use that as your outline to, you could do that too. I haven't tried it, so we're not going to do it, but you know what I mean. All right, let's do another coat of a pink. Hold on. Let's do a light pink. I'm going to show you another way just to use a sparkly cat eye like this without having to do the full nail. So let's get this one on first. I mean, these are good, guys. Really good. Says I'm getting more casual. I'm really being official now. They're really good. But you know what I mean. When you pick up something and you're like, ooh, nice. The way it applies, the way it self-levels, the coverage. I did say that with these. Oh, nice job. Yeah, right? Also, with syrups, if you're new to syrups or you're not comfortable with syrups or whatever the case is, if you're using one that's more sheer, that you do feel like it has a few streaks, give it a second, okay? Let it do its thing on the nail, okay? That might help you because everything at Sweeties is great, let's just face it. But some are a little easier than others, or that I'd recommend for beginners compared to someone else. Let's see what this looks like matte. You can use any matte, guys. Any matte. All right. Yes. Sweet. We're grabbing MD gel because it was right there. Because you guys know I use it all the time. But there's a lot of great mattes too. Like if I'm doing watercolor, I only use Peruka's watercolor matte. If I'm doing isolated chrome, I use MD Gel's matte. If I'm doing colored pencils, I use Maymote's matte. Like I feel like that's the most vivid color pencil when I use hers. So these are the kinds of things that if you have questions when you're on Sweetie Nail Supply and you want to ask me, ask. I'm happy to help you. Okay? If you ask anyone, I always get back to my DMs. All right? So, because I know it can get confusing over there. There's a lot to choose from. All right, let's take another one that we haven't seen yet. Let's take 08. All right? I feel like this is going to be pretty sparkly. All right, so think about using your cat eyes in a different way. Doesn't always have to be full nail, guys. All right, so let's just do a little like this. All right, we're just putting some right there. Like that's it, okay? Even it out if you like, because it's probably what you should do. All right, like a little bit. This is a little heavy over here because it was. Give it a second. All right. Now, let's activate this. Because look at that twinkle. All right. Pull it however you want to pull it. All right. You could pull it thinner, you could pull it thicker, whatever you want to do. All right. Maybe you just want it on the edge. All right. But this is going to allow you to have a sparkly area of the cat eye. And then we're going to go in with something else. All right. Get creative with all these cat eyes that you guys now own, okay? If it's glass, make that little precious ball and then go paint on it. You know, there's all kinds of things you can do with these. All right, and we all know we have huge cat eye collections now. It's cute. These look good, matte, guys. Sweet. All right. All right. Now, what else did I want to show you? Oh, like this little ice cube. You guys want to see this like little ice cube with a snowflake? All right. Let's do it. Let me get another nail. Here we go. Here we go. Let's use another color we haven't used. Let's use, do you want to use, is there anyone that you guys want to choose? Is there anyone that you really want to? I know it takes a while for it to come up for me. So while that other one's curing, yes, I did turn it on. Is there a number you wanted to see? One is really cute too. Did you notice that? Really pretty. It's almost, it's white. It's whiter. Oh, look at the purple in the O2. All right, I'm just gonna pick one then. 8. 8. Okay. 8. 8 is great. All right, so think about this. So let's pretend this nail, 5. I haven't done 5. I think I did use 5 because yeah, I did do 5. it is actually right here, but we pulled it only into that one little area because we were doing the line demonstration. But you can see it full if you go back and watch this after we save it. Okay. This is it. I want you to think about using the cat eye just in a focal area. Okay. I can show you 5. I can show you 5 again. That purple is really pretty. I'll put it over top of the line. Just real quick to show you. See, these are thicker, guys. So if you're using like a blob in the center, which I did do for this one, this little ice cube looking nail, try and get it kind of even because you want your cat eyes to apply pretty evenly so your pull's pretty even. You can mess with it a little bit, right? Before pulling it. But all I did for this was get this going. All right. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Don't you love the ones that you say, oh, when you touch a magnet to them like really quickly? It's very fun. Down, up, everywhere. I think though for this one, I kind of just left it kind of all over sparkly. Yeah. We're going to cure that. Here's the purple one again. This is 5 again. I'll put it right over top what we did because we didn't even finish this. Just to show you the pull. It's sitting right by my finger. Have you seen that just came out? Honey Bear or something like that. Oh, I'm sure it is. I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure. See that? Look at that. Look, we almost made a plaid. That's probably something Johanna can do. Because she's a cat eye expert. Oh, see? Like, because kind of we did make a plaid. You see? One line vertical, one line horizontal. Oh, it's cute. Let's cure it that way. Go in and do some gel paint. Call it a day. All right. So, what else was I was showing you the cube. Okay. Oh, I want to show you this. I want to finish this. So, I don't know if you guys forgot about these. You should know because they're the best. Bum-ba-da-ba. Marble fit. I love these. I still love these. Okay. So, let's do some little white swirlies just to kind of fit in what's going on here. It's pretty. I'm going to do it thin, guys. You don't use marble fit thick. You don't want it all bulky on the sides, okay? Thin, thin, thin. So you put the base on. All right. Leave it. Half champagne, half pink magnetic collection, 10 piece. Ah, Honey Bear. See? Johanna knew. Yeah, I want to say yes, although my mind's been in a fog with thinking about showing you guys. Like, I wanted to show you guys stuff for, like, Black Friday. Like, oh, do you guys remember this? Like, it's so much stuff to remember. Like, yeah, I've been out of it. All right. White, marble fit. All right. So the difference between marble fit and regular, like, blooming gels and stuff, these are such pigmented syrups, they don't go away when you use them in that base, which is quite honestly rare, okay? Usually if you use a syrup, it dissipates so fast that you are not going to see it. Not with marble fit, okay? So we're just softening up these edges a little bit, just giving it a little marbly swoosh. All right. It's okay to go over top the cat eye. It gives it, when you go over top cat eye with something, your eye is drawn to different areas and it actually looks really cool. So experiment with that, okay? And ink, you guys have seen me do that. Like, just slap some ink on it. It looks great. All right, so this one we're wiping because we're going back to the stickers. All right, this time a white one. and we want it to fit, right? We just want it to fit in that space. So the other cool thing is you can check. This is double sticker, so that's not going to work out. This one, let's see. We could do this one. This one. And I want to do that one. All right. Again, putting this sticker over top the cat eye, again, is going to break up that magnetic field. So it gives interest, honestly. I've lost my tweezers. Oh, here they are. Definitely need tweezers. But yeah. Let's see how this will work for us. Usually go in at some area. If I'm being... Right, just a corner somewhere. Again, never rip. So that is perfect. All right, and it doesn't matter if it's perfectly straight. We're kind of just going to do an ice cube on top of this anyway. But, see, I like that you can move it. Oh. All right, it's on there. Look. Aw. Thanks, Blanc Blanc, for making these intricate snowflakes without me having to hand paint them. Because it's cute, right? All right. So make sure this is really pressed down. And honestly, I think for the ice cube one, I took 3D clear and put it on top. Let me see. You can do whatever you want. You could use an art icing, like a thick top coat. You could drop that on there. I use like a Yogo Mayo clear 3D. All right. Let me see. Let's just do that. I think that's what I did. I don't know, guys. I made these for you kind of early this week. And actually it was this weekend. So my mind, I'm forgetful. Be nice to the elderly. Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't come at me for this. I know what the ingredients are in this, and I'm just going to use this with my finger. Sorry. Because I don't have any gloves out, and I'm not scared of this one. So, all right. So you want a silicone tool, okay? Definitely want a silicone tool with some isopropyl alcohol on it, and just start spreading it to where you want it. All right. So we want to cover this whole thing because I lazily did not put top coat over the whole thing, but that is what I would do if it was on my nail, right? Top coat first, then do your 3D. Or at least, yeah. All right. Pat, pat, pat. If I need like a big fat one, silicone tools, get them off AliExpress or Amazon or whatever. I'm not sure if Sweeties has those or not. I don't think so. But this way, it gave it a nice 3D look, like a little stone look. We're going to cure that. Actually, we can double cure it if you want to tap it in, because I did go over where the cat eye is. You can. It's up to you. Right? I kind of like things to be funky when I'm using the 3D. But it gives it that 3D depth, like it's embedded in there. It is, it's embedded underneath the 3D clay. So let's do that. How sweet. Yes. Hey, we made good time today, you guys. We're doing pretty good. Got a lot done. I think the only one we didn't get done is the plaid. Let's start that. This is most of's like top coat. It's pretty chunky monkey. The thing when using Marble Fit, it is thicker. You want to make sure that you do even out the nail before you top coat, or use a generous top coat that's going to do that for you, because it does leave dents and divots, and is what it is. But the effect is worth it. Having that soft little marbly effect. So worth. All right. Love Marble Fit. Oh, and by the way, I think I mentioned this on another live, but let me tell you one more time. If you like Devox Marble Fit, like who doesn't? We all love it. You can also try Amena's Nuance Gels. Okay? They don't have that little liner brush, all right? But they are, ooh, pretty. They are super similar. They're really pigmented syrups. They have a base that you drop it into. Very fun. So, yeah, you can try that too. All right, so for this one, we would just top coat, okay? Let's pretend I did. All right, we're going to move on to that last little one. Let's use the white-ish. Again, using cat eye in a different area of the nail. You don't always have to do the full nail. If you're using something like Meet Use A series, you can hand paint little sections of the nail. So remember, depending on what kind of cat eye you're using, think about just doing an area instead of the whole thing. You can use them for nail art. You can use them as a base for nail art. I'm trying to make this kind of straight while not looking through my phone, like straight. I always tilt things when I'm doing lives with you guys, but on a nail, make it straight. Okay? You guys can do that. A little chunk. All right. Right. Again, this is the magnet that you get with it. You don't have to have anything special to make this work. All right. If you're doing a plaid, one of the things you might want to consider is just having the cat eye flash in one area, just like we were talking about with that purple one. You can have it over the whole thing if you want to. Up to you. When you put something else over, like a plaid, it's going to change the look, right? When you put it over top of a cat eye. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're embellishing it, right? Which is very cool. All right, we're going to cure that just for right now because we're running out of time. I don't like to make these too long because then I feel like people have a hard time watching back. It does get a little, it's hard. If you like the lives, make sure you are following Sweetie Nail Supply on their YouTube channel because they do usually upload all the lives over to there. That gives you an easier playback option for sure than on Instagram. But we're going to save it. I'm going to save it to Sweetie's wall, my wall, just in case you make a comment on the live. I see it, and I will help you from there. Or like I said, feel free to DM me if you have questions and think, I wish I'd asked that. Go ahead and just hit me up, and I'm happy to help. All right, so another thing that you guys might have forgotten was Rosie Hip had an entire red collection quite a while ago. What's it called? Red Fever. And the reds in there, oh my goodness. So you obviously can get them individually. Sorry, I have so much on the table. It's hard to see. You can get them individually, and they are sheer and gorgeous and so many different color ranges. So yeah, say, wow, beautiful. Here, red, sheer, glassy, gorgeous. So if you're doing a plaid, honestly, all I want you to remember is you really need to do one vertical, one horizontal, and then you could call it a day, to be honest, if that's all you wanted to do. Also, by the way, use We want Sweetie Nail Supplies check brush. Let's see if I can find it. That is perfect for these types of things, right? Oh, that's not it. Where did I put it? I had it out. Sorry. The check brush. Oh, here's another one. This is a Flicka one. Okay, this is what I mean by a check brush. It's a flat, thin, all right? These are perfect for plaids. This is like your plaid brush. Sweetie Nail Supply has a check brush. Can't remember what number it is, but you'll immediately see it. I really thought I brought it out for the live. I probably put it someplace special and then forgot. But this is going to be how you get a very easy... I'm going to turn myself closer to what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't wipe it. I should have wiped it. But you see what I mean? Like, it's going to give you that perfect little line. Let me wipe it real quick. When you're doing a plaid, here, and I should work closer to where I am. You want something that's going to make it easy. Usually this is easier. When I'm looking through the phone, it's easier. But it is definitely the way to go. To give you like a base of that broad stripe, right? One place and then another. All right, so you can use the sheer reds. I mean, you can color this whole darn thing red if you wanted. If you wanted to say, oh, I really like this sparkliness, but I want it red. All right, remember to use a sheer red. All right, there you go. Sheet. Look at that. I have a love relationship with plaid most of the time. I don't know what I did with my check brush. That is honestly my favorite because it's even thinner than the one I just showed. And I think I put it in somewhere for the live, and now I don't know. I don't see it. But plaids, you do have to get into the plaid season. Oh my, that's pretty, right? So remember your rosy hip. Right, that is perfect. And a white silver cat eye, which the first one of this blooming BMO1. See, it's mostly silver. That is perfect for your glass that you want to change it to a different color, okay? So this is ready for whatever you want to do. Use a gel paint. All right, I like the thinner lines rather than the wide lines, but where did I put that? It was very confusing. I'm sorry, guys, but you know what I'm talking about. You want a nice brush, and I'll tell you what, a gel paint is going to be easier than a gel bottle, you know, like for hand painting those plaid lines. But the more pigmented, the better, honestly. But I did do this one with the Sweetie check brush. I'll show you. See? So you do one vertical, one horizontal, and then just do some random thinner lines. And this is a Blanc Blanc sticker. One of the bows. She has a million bows. So if you're into bows, that's where you want to go. All right. I actually like our swirly longer one better. See? Oh, we could have put snowflakes on that too. But there you go, guys. Really cute collections. Glad they are beautiful new additions to Sweetie Nail Supply. And you guys know where to find me. If you have any questions, just let me know. But I hope you have a great rest of the week. Have a wonderful weekend. And we will talk to you super soon. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.